Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Hunter x Hunter. It is episode 30 and you know what to do. As always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses dot parts with real dots and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, episode 30. And, we were still in the fight with the spinning tops. And admittedly, we lost that one. Quite harshly. And we are out for, that's the question now, 2 months? 4 months? Not completely sure there. However, let's go through one by one. So the tops, those dancing tops, are used by using Nen. Are moved by using Nen. So he is projecting his aura outwards to manipulate them, to move them around, to spur them on to move by themselves. And thus he's like controlling the arena, the ring that they were in. Pretty clever usage. So it's kind of telekinesis, you could say there. But that means as well, if you think about that, if you can use it while they are already out there, that means that, as example, Hisoka could change the altitude, the movement of his cards that he's using for attack while they are flying. So we know he can harden them so that they are dangerous and can cut you in half possibly. But even after throwing them, he could be able to change the trajectory by using Nen. Now that's a dangerous thing. Holy heck. So that's one thing. Caring about those things you're using, as was said there, makes it more efficient. So when thus Tops likes his dancing tops, he is able to manipulate them even more. He can use more of them. He does not need as much Nen, I guess. You know, it lowers the costs. It makes it more efficient. So seeing that, as example, Hisoka, going back to him, is walking around like he does, looking like a Joker a bit. So having this style of a jester. The cards are very fitting. So I guess that's why he's using cards. It's more efficient for him to use cards. And it feels right for him. It relates to his character in many ways. So I can see that. It's a cool thing. Ask myself is, if, as example, Gon, seeing that he used this fishhook all the time, is maybe able to do something like that with his fishhook in the future. I mean, he used it for fighting, we've seen it. But strengthening it with Nen will possibly make it more efficient. More of that in the future, I guess. So that's it. Then we have, if we think about Killua, he had this technique where he could harden his hands so that there were like claws or like, I don't know, like stone or something like that, for killing blows. Ask myself if this is some kind of Nen usage as well. I mean, you can harden other objects, why not harden your own body? The Nen we've seen so far used as protection is that it is like a force field around you that takes the blow instead of you. But why not being able to harden your body structure so that you're more resilient? I guess this assassin technique that he learned there, maybe it is somehow using Nen as well. So, back to the fight. Gon got kicked out multiple times until we were at 9-0, which was really hard. But in the end, he got it, the fact that the spinning tops just defend the ring, so they are not attacking him directly. They're just patrolling the whole ring, which possibly makes it easier for Tops to just send them en route and say, hey, this is a place where you can play, you know, you can roam around, and just move around there. Because they don't care if they bump into each other, that's cool. It seems like it isn't so important if one of them bumps into him, or I guess he kind of is able to, thus they are infused with his aura to make sure he's there, not bumping into him. Because there was something I was kind of waiting for. that Gon would be able to send one of those spinning tops into its own master. Just have seen it as an option, but I guess it's something he can deny. However, if you're not in the ring, they do not attack you at all. Once he got that, he tried, as I always asked for, attacking the controller itself, the puppet master itself, directly. And then we could see that he himself is like a giant spinning top himself. So it's an interesting defense technique. So he possibly has at least partially a metal body there. And while spinning, you get just thrown away when you attack him. I guess you could still, if you have enough power in your kick or hit or whatever, still hurt him, even if he's spinning. I mean, yes, he's spinning, but that doesn't mean you don't take damage, right? But yeah, it was too late for that, so Gon got all of that too late, had not enough more options there to do anything. And he did something that was kind of interesting. So he lowered his Nen, he lowered his aura, he hid himself. And then just evaded. I'm not sure about the hiding. I mean, the evading was about him closing his eyes, concentrating and everything. And due to being concentrated, he could feel the aura of the dancing tops. Asked myself if his own aura maybe would have disturbed him there, and that's why he lowered it. Because apart from that, it would have made only sense if the spinning tops reacted to his aura. And it didn't seem like that, right? Because they were attacking him later on as well. So they were flying around, right? So I'm not completely sure there why he did it. Tops did still get him, so he did see him with his normal eyes. Which I kind of question a bit, because he's spinning so fast. Shouldn't he be like having problems seeing anything there? You know, if you're spinning around, it's really hard to focus on things when you're spinning, and the faster you spin, the more impossible it gets. However, so Gon removed his aura, lowered it, used Zetsu to hide his presence, and I guess it is I just guess he kind of used it to try to hide from the tops and additional to concentrate more. That's what I guess. Because those are the only two reasons for me. I can see that makes sense why he should do that. Because he loses his defense there, as we see. And then he just dodged and evaded, and he did it smiling, you know. He had fun doing it. That is this, in the moment, the rush of adrenaline. It's dangerous, but it's cool. You are learning something new. That's what he really liked. He was training there. He was learning something new about himself, about Nen, the usage, how to do stuff in a fight. And he likes that. So I can see he's smiling. And I found it kind of interesting that Hisoka, standing on the sidelines, was smiling. And he had this itching in his shoulder. I'm not sure what this was about. I mean, it's a shoulder that was injured in the past. But I asked myself if he was like chuckling there, you know, or if it was something else. However, he clearly enjoyed it. It was this, oh yeah, one of my praise in the future is growing stronger. So he's really waiting for Gon to be interesting for him to fight. That's a very strange relationship he has towards Gon. But I like it. I mean, he was a little bit like a proud daddy there. So that. In the later on moment, we could see that Tops himself, so the fighter himself, had already problems concentrating. So he was losing focus. He had 50 spinning tops out. All of them he has. And possibly he was running out of Nen as well. So it was a matter of time. And as I said, thus Gon started too late with it. I guess that's why it didn't work out in his favor. And if he would train more with the usage of Nen and how to counter, how to use, how to manipulate and whatever, possibly we would have found another option. It was a close one. It was a risk, and one that did not pay out this time, at least not directly. But I think in a future fight there's a good chance that he would win, right? So however, he lost because when 50 of the spinning tops were out, he finally couldn't evade them anymore. So he made a mistake there, or possibly it was just too much and you cannot find the perfect dodge anymore. And he got hit, broke some ribs, and a lot of other injuries. So which leads to this scene here, which is, I found, quite entertaining. So do you have any brains in there is a really good question. Killua and Four Eyes Wings shouting at him, slapping him in the face. In this case, Wings did. Questioning his wisdom and all of that, which shows us that they are liking him. Seriously. For Killua, for sure we know it, and it seems Wings has taken some liking in the boys as well. So question is now, how long will it take for him to heal up? As I said during watching already, I kind of guess that you can use Nen to speeden up the recovery of your body. It is your life essence, as it was said, it is your life force. So possibly you should have an option to like regenerate faster. Possibly being extremely exhausted if you kind of force it to heal your bones, as example. But it would be an option to heal up faster. Killua stated that it will need 4 months to heal. Later on, when Wings asked, Killua said it was 2 months. And I'm not sure if he, in the first time, lied to Gon just to show him how dangerous it is, or if he later on lied to Wings just to make sure that they're still within this 90-month period, so Gon can fight again. Not sure there. We will see. Killua stated that they are both Gon possibly more thrill seekers, so they like the thrill of a fight, the thrill of danger, of facing it directly. And yeah, seeing what happened so far, clearly you can see they are jumping headfirst into every problem, and they are laughing while doing it. And so that's who they are. And I think Wings did not catch that before, which makes him troubled, which makes him worried. And when he meditates later, there is this moment when he says, "Master, I may have awoken the beast," or I think something like that it was. So there are multiple things there. What they showed when he said that, they showed Gon and Killua kind of looking, meditating towards each other. And I was thinking like, yes, true, you may have awoken the beast. I think the main thing here is one of them is a possible danger for everyone. Both of them together, they are very, very likely a real threat. So I think it's a combination of Gon and Killua that makes them so dangerous. The longer they're working together. But on the other hand, it makes them stronger, it makes them more efficient, and who knows, maybe something good will come out of it. Hoping. The other thing from this moment of Wings was his aura spiraling out. He looked, I don't know, kind of, I wouldn't say evil, but dangerous himself, or there was a change in his attitude, right? He's always this nice, more leaned back character. And in this moment, there was this, okay, who are you? What is your past? Again, this question, who is he? Where is he coming from? How does he know so much about it? And the third thing about it was, he stated something about a master himself. So, sure, he has to have learned somewhere else. Is it someone we will know, or we will learn to know later on? Why not? Possible. Gon does not break promises twice. I like that one. It was a funny one. It was like, but the first time he will break, right? So good to know. I like the little shining on the friendship between the two that they did by showing how Killua is acting and reacting to offers when Gon is not around, or not invited. So he was offered training with wings, and he was like, nah, I will train once Gon is training. I will not train without him. It is this, I want to have this direct competition and a friend with me. I like it. It shows there is some closeness there. And Wings changed his attitude then by saying, okay, he can train as well while sitting in bed once a day and stuff like that. And when Killua entered the room, Gon was already meditating, so he is kind of training already. And I like that because it was this moment of no words, as I said. He just comes in, he sees it, and he just sits down and meditates as well. He's not like, what are you doing? Hey, wake up, I want to talk to you, or anything, or playing on the console or reading a book. No, he's doing the same as his friend does. It is this, they really have a very special relationship there. I like it. And then we switched over to Kurapika. And that was interesting. So, I mean, I was already questioning in this moment when the two of them here are being trained in Nen, that this gap in power between them and the other two will widen. Kurapika in the past was weaker, I would say, than the both of them, although I'm not completely sure that he has some abilities, no question. But when they learn Nen, and he does not, and Leorio does not, this is a gap that you cannot fill anymore, because there's a major difference, as we've seen. So, that they showed him that he needs to learn it as well is a cool thing, although it felt a bit like, you know, in your face, a bit too direct. It was this, so it's possibly part of the training as a hunter to learn about Nen as well, it seems. But Kurapika reached the hunter agency, and the lady there at the entrance was like, no, you don't see that here, which I summoned, right? You don't see my Nen, then you're not right here. You have to learn that first. And she did not even name it or anything. So he left, and then it is, for me, a bit too much in this moment of coincidence that just on the street someone is meeting him and is like, okay, I will follow this boy, I will throw a bullet at him. I guess it was throwing because I didn't see any weapon. I will have a little sparring fight with him after stealing his license, by the way, and then I will just freely offer a training. That is so much coincidence. It's just like, what the heck? Sure, he came out of the hunter agency, so I guess the other one knew. Okay, it's a young hunter. That's the only reason I can explain to myself. So he knew, okay, that seems to be a young hunter. He stole the license, so he knew for sure. Okay, a novice. He was aware that he's not controlling his Nen, because you can see that if you're a Nen user, I'm pretty sure. So he was like, okay, it's a newbie. I will take him under my wings. But why? What is in it for you? Sure, you have someone you trained, so you have someone who's depending on you and who owes you something, possibly. Maybe that's it. That he's like, I can use that in the future, him, for my benefit. I don't, in this world, what we've seen so far, I don't think there are so many people who are like, I'm just friendly, you know? I'm just nice. Don't think so. So, that was a bit surprising, this moment, and I'm looking out for the Wanderer, what his reasons are. He might be a hunter himself, by the way. Which brings me to so many Nen users. So we have seen until the episodes 25, something like that, we have not really seen much about Nen. We've seen it being used once or twice, mainly by Killua's brother in the Zora effect, and we've seen it used by Hisoka, where we didn't knew he was using it. Possibly some of the others used it as well, and we didn't knew it. All an option. However, apart from the hunters, there are a lot of other people out there who are using Nen. the top floor of the arena, everyone is using Nen. And they are very likely not hunters. At least most of them are not. So there are a lot of people out there who are powerful and strong and possibly dangerous and are not hunters. So that brings in the question, why are they not trying to become hunters? I'm pretty sure from what we've seen so far, if they would try, they are very, very likely to succeed. Because when you're using Nen more neither efficiently, you can run faster and longer, you can sense presences around you. So all of these tests we had for hunters, you can possibly just fly through easily when you're using Nen. So I ask myself why they are not hunters. Is it not interesting for them? Is it not efficient enough? Do they not earn enough money because it felt like? That's a bit surprising here. But who knows? I guess there are more organizations and more options than just the hunter agency, so maybe that's why. Maybe. And last but not least, Leorio. Now, we have Gon and Killua having trained Nen and still doing it. We have Kurapika starting training it after getting beaten by the Wanderer. And the last one is Leorio, who is about to study. He wants to become a doctor. So we have seen when they showed us about Nen, the explanation, that cooks, chefs, politicians, musicians, and everything are able to use Nen and get better. So I kind of hope, although I doubt they will do it, but I kind of hope that Leorio will learn it as well, but more specified on his craft, more specified on what he wants to become. That would be nice. I'm kind of afraid they will not do it, but that would widen this gap between him and the group even more, which in my opinion is too big already, power-wise, right? But we will see. Maybe he will really become the head, the brain of the group. That would be cool as well. The one that has the information, the knowledge, knows stuff. Which will not help much because those two here don't care what you say. They will just jump in everywhere. So, but at least he could say, I said it. That's it from me this time. I liked it. Nice episode. And until the next time, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.